nasty writing time again. We've moved on from questions from yesterday. Today, let's have a look at the clues. Yep, you guessed it, exclamations. We're going to be writing some exclamation sentences. Probably ones of surprise. But you're thinking, why are the feet there? I know. We'll get to that in just a minute. Now, you've got to remember what it is you need to do in what order. Don't just jump straight in with the task. Make sure you've read all the information on the nasty writing sheet so that you've got a better idea and an understanding of everything that's being asked of you. So the first thing that I would be doing is reading the purple boxes so I can understand the task at hand. So here we go. An exclamation is used when someone is surprised. It always starts with how or what. Say back to me, how or what. That's what I'm going to keep in my mind. And contains a noun, a person, a place or a thing or an idea, and a verb, something it's doing, okay, an action. An exclamation states something just like a statement, but with a strong feeling or emotion. You've already done work on emotive language, so you should have lots of great words and vocabulary that you can draw upon. It ends with an exclamation mark this time. It can be used to express anger, happiness, confusion, love, excitement. An exclamation sentence must start with what or how and needs a verb and a noun, just to remind you. So here we go. We're going to write an exclamation sentence about those feet. Here are the feet. I'm going to be looking at the picture, thinking to myself, I should be surprised in what I write or what I see or what I say. I've also got to start it with how or what. There are loads of questions running through my mind, but I'm going to be picking what big feet you have, making sure that there's a capital letter at the beginning and an exclamation at the end. If my feet were that big, that is definitely something I would say and be very surprised about it. Let's have a look at the you do task, keeping in mind the surprise element. So here we go. We've probably seen this car before on another task, but that's absolutely fine because you can write lots of different sentence types about the same thing depending on what it is that you want to express as the writer. So with you do, you're right, yes, we need to remember to read all the information. So go back to it, see if it helps you, see if it prompts you. An exclamation is used when someone is surprised. I need to be thinking, when I look at this picture, what is the surprising element now? What is it that I can write about? It has to start with a how or what. Try and vary them if you can. An exclamation states something just like a statement with a strong feeling or emotion. So you can't just feel a bit like meh about it. Wow, you know, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm trying to portray. It ends with an exclamation mark. We all know we can draw one, line and a dot. It can be used to express anger, happiness, confusion, love, excitement. And we've just repeated this one. So here we go. Write an exclamation sentence about the colour of the car. Okay, so be very specific this time, the colour of the car. So if I look at the picture, I'm going to be thinking to myself, okay, it's a sporty car, but is that about the colour? No. I'm thinking to myself, oh, it's really quite long and low. Is that to do with the colour? No, I can't use it. I need to comment on the colour. It's kind of like, I don't know, a green. Maybe you can have a better word choice than just green if you've got a specific type of green in your mind. But I've got to start my sentences with how or what. Now, if I'm not sure of the colour, maybe my sentence could be, what type of green is that? Exclamation mark. Thinking to yourself, I've never seen that before. Or, how is that green colour even on that car? Maybe you think it's hideous and you're really surprised that someone would even choose it. I'm going to go for the how one. I did a what one in the I do. Let's go for a how one. What do I start with? You're right, yes, a capital letter. How did anyone car that colour. Nice joined up writing, trying to keep it on the line, please. And what do I end with? My element of surprise. Yes, you're right. An exclamation mark. So here's my sentence. How did anyone paint the car that colour? It's not one I would want. Your turn. So over to you. You've got a you do now. Remember, you're going to read the information. I'm going to leave you to do that again to remind yourself of what it is you've got to do. You're going to write an exclamation sentence this time about the size of the man's turnip with that element of surprise, please. Let's see what you can do.